That was so ridiculous. I mean, granted, nobody's here anyway, but I just did like maybe 2 to 3 minutes of conversation at the camera, thinking I was live, telling everybody about the things that have befell me. Befell? Yeah, let's go with befell in the last few months. And then I realized I hadn't actually gone live. What a moment. What a special moment in time. If only it was recorded on tape or on YouTube for posterity, but it was not. Anyway, let's get that stuff. Hang on. Now I've got to try and remember what I did spoke about. Haircut. Obviously, have a look while you can. I no longer have long hair. I've had all of my hair cut off. Back to when you first knew me on this channel, where I had no hair. And then I grew long hair, and now I have no hair. What a shame. What a shame. But it's so much better. It's like really hot down here at the moment. It's like almost summer. But it's almost summer, but it's summer weather. Freaking talking to myself here. Yeah, so, it's been warm. I've had a haircut. I lost a bunch of weight. I've got emphysema. I've got dodgy liver because I drink too much piss. I mean, liquor, alcohol. Watch me stop. Oh, wow, wait. I can always rely on you to be here. I hope you're well, brother. I hope you are well. I think I already showed you my haircut in Instagram message or something. So it's no surprise to you. And yeah, fucking get a load of it. I'm wearing a white shirt. Hitherto no, it's probably not unseen. I think I might have worn this shirt on a stream before. How are you, Huawei? It's awesome to see you. I hope I'm not keeping you up, or I haven't woken you up early. StreamYard's got all this it's been, how long has it been since I've used StreamYard? But there's all this bizarre new shit that's going on with it. Which I may have to investigate. I've actually had to redo my haircut after the first iteration of it. My lady cut me a haircut which I deemed far too trendy for a man like me. So I had to take affairs into my own hands and render it much less trendy. It's strange how many smiles and stuff I get from ladies in the supermarket since then. You've already had your first cup of coffee. What time is it on the Pacific West Coast of the US? But yeah, fuck long hair in this kind of weather, because we've just only just kicked off spring, and we've had some gnarly hot days the last few days. That's it's definitely the temperature that makes me burp like that, I swear. Yeah, crazy. What do they call it? Climate change. Yeah, I'm sure you do, lad. Yeah, I don't have a lot left now, and I'm already due to trim back to my scalp again. Even after that's the worst thing with short hair is you've got your you have more haircuts when your hair is short than when your hair is long. That sounds really stupid when I say it out loud. But yeah, once you've got short hair, you want to cut it all the time and keep it short and stuff. Click, 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 click. Ooh. But yeah, I don't even really know why I decided to do a live stream. Alcohol, probably. Probably should have just practiced guitar instead. Yeah, I'm down to about 94 kilos. 90 between 94 and 95 I've been fluctuating, which I'm not. I mean, you can do the conversion if you like. Pretty much just double it, I guess. 250 odd pounds. But yeah, my biggest problem with that is that it's Yo 3G, Triple G in the house. 207, righto. Yeah, my biggest problem with my weight loss is that sure, I've been losing fat, but I also haven't been gaining muscle. So I need to start doing more push-ups and shit like that to build my muscle mass back up. Because I'm all just flab in my arms and stuff. So yeah, I've got enough strength to throw my woman over my shoulder and cart her off to my bedroom when she lets me. But yeah, still I need to tone up a bit more. I'm loose. It's good to see you, 3G. Thanks for popping in. I know it's a random time for me to do one of these streams. It's what is it? 10:55 in the night on a Sunday, and daylight savings started last Sunday, and I really wish I lived in a state that didn't do daylight savings. There's just no need for it. Why do we have to do it? Anyway, we have to. It's how our clocks are gauged. Pardon me. But yeah, I definitely need to do. I need to put some variety in my exercise to build some muscle back up. I have been walking a lot though. I've probably over the last maybe I'd say 3 weeks, but let's branch it out to 4 weeks. I've walked over 30 kilometers, and some of that has been up vertical cliffs, mountain climbing from waterfalls and stuff. So yeah, I'm changing my ways with regard to exercise. I'm still probably drinking too much and smoking too much. But yeah, I've been walking a lot. It probably helps that I killed my car, so I don't have a motor vehicle to drive around in. So when I have to take the parents to doctor's appointments and stuff, it's been walking in a wheelchair. And the last few weeks also getting attacked by magpies, because this is the time of year that magpies like to attack humans. But someone told me just to whistle at them. Give them a little whistle, and they change their mind about attacking you, and proving that you're not a threat to their babies in the nest. But I think we're past swoopy boy season now. I think we're past it. I think, because the last couple of times that I've walked past the tree where I got attacked previously, I've not been attacked. So fingers crossed, they're beyond their desire to attack a human. Incursioning on their territory or something. Fingers crossed. What else? What else is going on? Not a lot. I tried to get Z-Beam to come and stream tonight as well, but he's got a fairly lengthy trip tomorrow where, well, not necessarily planning, but we're talking about a new series that we might want to start doing on YouTube, a little bit localized based, to try and get the word out. Anyway, so based locally stuff. My goodness. I think I've forgotten how to speak to people. I think I've forgotten how words go. Well, I'll just do that then. Hold tight. Yeah, we've had. I suppose it's the same story for people all around the world. Is that there's a lot of nonsense going on in our neighbourhoods, and it kind of drives one to want to react and promote upheaval, I guess. Oh, I think yes, Huawei. I think America does have us beat because our biggest issue at the moment is road closures into our town. So yeah, while we do not have people going off half cocked or full cocked, as it may be, with firearms and whatnot, our biggest issue is closing the main road into our town and preventing businesses from accessing optimal clientele, shall we say, maybe. So yeah, that's a big one for us at the moment. Our local council uh, not providing optimal residential interaction with how these roadworks they're doing has been done, and yeah, they've done a thumb even in the air to the locals. G'day, Gaffer. How's it going? Long time no speak, brother. So yeah, there was a protest, a march in town. Was it on Friday? I think it was on Friday, maybe Thursday. Thursday or Friday. There was a protest against how council have organised the roadworks. And like most protests, you just have absolutely no idea whether the level of efficacy that they're going to have. Because a lot of protests are just about hippie women dressing where their bussies are out and stuff. And they just want to be able. They just want to be able to tell their friends that I went to that protest and my tits were out, or words to that effect. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. There's a whole bunch of people that just go to protests to be able to say, I was at that protest. I was protesting too, but it was just about them jumping around in whatever outfit they're in. I don't know what that is. Right. A message from my lady showing me that she still has one goldfish alive in her fish pond in her front yard. Bonus. Most excellent. I should go back and, jeez, where was it that I sent her a link? Well, while wait, I guess that's exactly what I mean by saying that at least our protests are just about roadworks and closing down a town by shutting off a road. I'm sure I sent her a link. I'll send her another one. Let's see how that goes. I'll be taking bets as to whether she joins or not, considering she wants to go to bed without me. We'll see. We will see. Authoritarianism. That's a fun word to say. Offering forth a challenge. What have we got here? It's only you and me, Huawei, again. You would seem. Yeah, these homeless encampments are. Yeah, it's becoming ridiculous everywhere. Huawei, even in my town. Black coffee's the way to go. I'm at red light. What does that even mean, 3G? Red light just means stop to me. Yeah, but then where are they going to send them to? They just send them to the next place, and they become the next place's problem. It's the way it is. It's just a endless cycle. It doesn't get fixed just by moving them on. They need to reinstigate asylums. Well, what do they call them? Funny farms, nut houses, that kind of stuff. It's the police, ambulance people, they're not equipped to deal with them properly. They just need to start fucking locking away the lunatics again. There, I said it. Lock them up, lock them away, put them in places where they can be handled correctly instead of being on the street hassling Joe Blow, normal Joe, average Joe, whichever Joe you want, that they're hassling on the street for 5 or 10 cents every morning to contribute to the next 12 hours of self immolation or pain or whatever they do to themselves in that period of time, that they get that big slab of cash. Well, I've only got 2 of yous here, but I'm still struggling to read back through the chat. Black coffee, that's the best way to have it. While wait, I'm a macchiato guy myself when I do have coffee. No sugar needed when the coffee's done right, which my girl does very well. My brother, my brother has like probably more than half a dozen coffees a day, and most of them have 2 to 3 sugars in them, and it's like, are you even drinking coffee with that much sugar? And you clearly don't enjoy coffee if you're having sugar with it. It's not called for. Three G is on the way to the lake and driving, so I can't chat. Yet he's typing those words that I just spoke. Because he's at a red light. Fine, 3G. I'll let you off this time. Yeah, no, that you're absolutely right, Huawei, that getting the ones that are on the streets causing problems, taking them off the streets isn't going to do a lot. So they, while Trump's in power, they probably should just get out there and, pew, 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 murder them. Did I say that out loud? I'm not sure I intended to, but it's probably if they're not going to do anything else. I can only imagine that is a resource outlet that they would imagine is effective. It's just to go out and bang, 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 bang. Fucking let's just go and kill them all instead of trying to help them. Go and kill them. It sounds like something Uncle Donny would do. Good old Uncle Donny. Time for feeding the homeless to the homeless. Yeah, that also sounds like an idea that Uncle Donny would come up with. Grind them up, chop them with some salsa, a little bit of onions, roll them up in some pizza. Problem solved. Eesh. I could totally see that dude staring straight down the barrel of the camera and telling everyone that plan as well and believing it and having 100% faith in feeding the homeless to the homeless. What have you got? You've only got what, 3 more years left of this dude, and then he can't go again. So thank goodness for that. But what an exciting 3 years you have. He made it public. He made it public camp illegal. Yeah, they did. They did that here as well. For like, over 20 years in this area, you could just pull up anywhere on the side of the road in a camper van or whatever it was and pull up for the night. And now, nope, you can't. But it's only illegal if you get caught. And yeah, the other thing is that the council, pardon me, responsible for booking people for camping illegally are the same people responsible for booking people for sleeping outdoors where they shouldn't be, which costs them too much money. So there's still so many people sleeping in their camper vans and whatnot on the street side without getting busted for it. I'd rather take the chance and just pull up and sleep somewhere on the side of the road than worry about fascist camper John coming along and telling me I can't sleep here. I'm just tired, sir. I need to rest. How can they argue against that if you tell them that you fear for the safety of other motorists because you're tired? Just let me sleep, sir. Just let me sleep for 3 hours and then I'll be on my way. Fuck off. It's a perfect excuse, if you ask me. God, I may well be too. I was fasting, and black coffee doesn't break a fast. Yeah, especially if you don't put sugar in it. Time for feeding we did that one, didn't we? Feed the homeless to the homeless. It might be time to get investors into large scale mincing machines. Whoa. Yeah, people with the mammalian mammal allergy, MMA, they can still eat great apes. So they can eat human meat. So let's grind up humans and feed them to those people that can't eat mammalian meat. Those poor, poor souls. Imagine not being able to eat mammalian meat, even if you choose to be a vegan or a vegetarian. Terrible. Vinoksky, hello. Long time no speak, sir. I'd be appalled with myself if I could not eat the meat of a mammalian animal. Oh my God. I'm really struggling with words. I like pigs. I like lambs, cows, sheep. Sheep and lambs, I suppose, are the same thing. Kangaroos. What other mammals do I like to eat? Ugh. I'd probably have a go at a human, a gorilla, an orangutan. No, orangutans are endangered. Let's leave them alone. I don't necessarily need to eat one of those. I'd like to find out what that tastes like, surely. But yeah, all of the other mammal mates are quite delicious. Kangaroo's very nice. If you haven't tried kangaroo, you people outside of Australia, kangaroos are very delicious meat. How yeah, well that was my next question, Huawei, was how is it a readily available meat in America, the kangaroo meat? Because it's heavily farmed over here. And it's widely available at all butchers, supermarkets, and whatnot. And it's heavily available in your pet food section. Oh, to feed to your dogs and cats and stuff. Righto. I had jackalope as a answer in I do a trivia night somewhat regularly. And yeah, jackalope was one of the answers. 2 weeks ago. It's been a while since I've been there because I haven't been able to get babysitters for my parents. But yeah, jackalope, classic. I even gave the jackalope answer to one of our rival teams. Because why not? Why not? Why not? My son just came and collected his car. Didn't come in and say hello or anything, just came and collected his car and took it away. Fair enough. Yeah, rabbits. My I don't know the right way to say it. My woman, she has a rabbit warren in her backyard. Uh, no hares or jackrabbits, if you want to call them that. But yeah, there's obviously been a person's pet rabbit has interbred with the feral population because there's black ones, black rabbits, but they're not jackrabbits or hares, as you say. But there are hares. If you go out into Western New South Wales or northwestern Victoria, there's populations of hares, most definitely, that people go and shoot and kill to try and alleviate the pestilence. Big ass fucking ears. It's funny you say that because their ears do look like donkey ears. They look like ears much bigger than their bodies should be able to support. All right. Wait, it says there's 3 people here, but I only have 3G and Huawei talking. Who else is here? Oh, Vinoxy. Sorry, Vinoxy. I'm gonna go then because I'm nearly finished my drink and I'll probably fall over as soon as I stand up, and no one needs to see that on a stream. And I've still got to learn what all of these new features of StreamYard are. Yeah, how does Huawei, you raise such an interesting point. How does such a big floppy ear be able to stand erect? I've often wondered this myself. Yes, 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 and yes. And I'm assuming most people that if they're out shooting jackrabbits, they just discard those ears. Just why not use the ears in some stock? Like boil them up with the bones of all the shit you don't eat off the rabbit and boil them into some stock. And then, add some potato and celery and carrot, radish, beetroot, and make a delightful stock. Don't throw those ears away. They're too fleshy and delightful to waste. Anyway, 4 people now. Apparently, there's 4 people. The fourth person isn't saying they're here. Hello, fourth person. Please announce your presence. You don't think their ability to stick their ears up is magic. Interesting. It may have something to do with exactly the reason that I speak of. Their ears would be a very, 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 very valuable addition to a stock, a soup stock. If they can stick those fucking floppy things up direct in the air, there's a fair reason that they should be boiled down for eating. All right, I'm getting far too drunk. I will go before I fall over or something, or I play a stupid song. Thanks for coming. Try and get Joshua into the idea of our other idea. I got words. Usually I've got words, but at the moment, I've been drinking most of the day. And I went for a swim. Thanks, Huawei. It's always a pleasure knowing that you show up. And 3G, it's always good to see you turn up out of the blue. Vinoxky, anyone else who's here but not paying attention or something, thank you as well. I'll see you when I'm looking at you. When I push this button.